Hello everyone and welcome back for more Okami, where I'm utilizing my 4-day weekend in order to get through more of this game. So now, in the last video, we went back to Kamiki Village and did some stuff there and returned the Konohana Blossom to its full stature again and returned Kamiki Village back to the way it was. And save Sakuya. Yay! And now in this video, we're going to head to the Agata Forest because Shinshu Field is safe for the time being. But we need to see that if the evil power is extended further out, just beyond Shinshu Field and Kamiki Village. So we're going to head off through Agata Forest. Now in order to get through here, you're going to need both Water Lily and Cherry Bomb. Now, yeah, you're not going to be able to do it without this. So yeah, we're going to move on to the second big area of this arc. There's about like 3 areas, I think, per each arc, so like at least big areas. Let's go through. I hear there's confetti. And here it is, guys, the Agata Forest. As you can see, it is really cursed. The curse zone expanded into the forest? I thought evil would shut areas like that from trees, and yes, it must be really strong here. You can see a lot of Agata Forest is just really cursed. Now, there are usually very tall trees here because it's a forest, but where are all the trees? It's not a forest if there's not a bunch of trees. Well, look, there's one tree. Now, the water is all cursed, so we can't go into that. But, there's 2 ways of doing this. You can jump off the cliff at the top, but I don't really want to do that. The usual way I do it is I just kind of jump off to the side and get onto the grass at the side, kind of like this. Just don't go into the water. The water is not safe to drink, or swim, or pee in. Well, it's cursed. I don't know what peeing will do, but I would know that. Whatever. Not like I've ever peed in the cursed zone. Maybe I have. I don't know. So in here, this is where the Guardian Sapling is. Okay, so, do you know, I just want to mention this. Why is there a Guardian Sapling here where there's no sunlight whatsoever for this tree to take in? I mean, seriously, it's completely caught from the sun. And we have finally returned to Agata Forest back to its normal state. Hooray! And we get some praise. And since we just got some praise, I think it'd be a good idea to level up another one of our stats. Let's do our 8. I mean our health. I meant to say health. Actually, I think we're fine on ink. 5 ink pots is fine for now. We're close. What's the next one? And right here, we get a new weapon. These are the Devout Beads. In this game, there are 3 different categories of weapons. There are Reflectors, Rosaries, and Glaives. So the Divine Retribution is a Reflector. And Easton's just going to talk about one. We're going to talk about it in a second. And so now we have a different category, which are the Rosaries. Now, since we have 2 items, we can now get into something called Main Weapons and Sub-Weapons. The weapons have different features if you equip them as main or sub. So I'm actually going to equip the Rosaries the Devout Beads as our main weapon and our Reflector as our sub weapon. Now, as a sub weapon, pressing the Z button lets you do a counter attack, and each one is very, very different. So, you know, it's really great to try all these combinations. The Divine Retribution, actually, as a sub-weapon, is really strong. You get a really powerful counterattack that can take out enemies really quickly. But the one thing is that it doesn't work on bosses or major enemies. So don't try using it on that. It's really cool, and I like it. I guess it's really useful for this beginning of the game, but I never really use it. But now that we have the Devout Beads, it's going to be really easy to rack up combos with this. Because the Devout Beads are basically combo stringers, which is really nice. And you're going to be able to see that in just a second, because we're actually going to be able to get into a fight right now. I love this song that's coming up right now. Hark, the call of the heavens, the earth, the sea. They summon me forth to defeat evil. Waka, the god's gift to man, is here. Bonjour. Tao Master Waka. This is the guy who that one guy in Shinshu Field near Lake Harami was talking about. His master. What's up with that guy? The crimson shading, the divine instrument on your back. Oh, he can see who we are! Strange! You look kind of weird, but I reckon you pack a punch, baby. This guy is like one of the weirdest characters ever. Hey, you think you're so special way up there, huh? Yeah. Get down here and talk face to... Wait. Did he say crimson shading? Can he see Ami's true form? Well, we all know now why. Because he's Jesus! And we're just like, wow. Unless the water's probably really thin, which is probably what I'm thinking. And his flute is a lightsaber! Hey, he drew a sword. You mean a saber. Wait, this is how I get my point across. Lame. The moment the cursed zone started spreading across Nippon, I saw the shadowy figure that removed the sacred sword Tsukuyomi flee into Kamiki village and seal the entrance with a huge rock. So whoever stole Tsukuyomi is a resident of Kamiki. You guys know anything about that? Nope, because you just told us about this. Story progression. This guy gives me the creeps. Better keep your eye on him. This guy is definitely different. Huh, Ami? You're getting all worked up again. Because his sword's a freaking lightsaber. Magnifique. I wouldn't have it any other way. I shall get an earful of my beloved swords. Behold, Pillow Talk! Let's rock, baby. I admit, that was pretty awesome. But this guy, especially on that scroll painting, does not really look all that cool. So this is Waka. Waka is a very, very special character to this game, but you're going to see later on. So Waka, the basic way to defeat him is, oh, son of a bitch, is he's going to basically fire a fiery blade at you. And wait for him to do it. There you go. And when he does that, power slash it, reflect it right back at him, and that's going to make him weak. And right then you can either power slash him or slash him with your devout beads. Now, as you saw earlier, I can rack up really big hit combos with the devout beads. This is a really good way to get your godhood up. If you have trouble getting your godhood up and you really want to keep it up, using your devout beads is probably one of the best ways to do this. Now, I'm just going to spoil something right now. This isn't going to be the only time we're going to be fighting Waka. He's going to be a returning enemy. And he's definitely going to get harder. But this is probably one of the easiest fights. This is right there. I just got a 24-hit combo. Combo breaker! So, really easy to rack up combos if you lock on like that. Damn. And of course, the more combos you rack up, the more your godhood goes up, which is definitely a good thing to do. Like, okay, cool. I'm already back up at red godhood. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have green godhood throughout this entire game. I've never gone through this entire game with, like, keeping only... Oh, well, dude! There we go. Finish him up with a power slash. It's been quite some time since I've tasted your power, Amaterasu. What? That's enough for now. You're just saying that because you lost. Too late now. You're the one who picked the fight. Hey, wait! You know this guy, Ami? Haha, I don't know. I'm a wolf. Well, that was pretty tactless. Excusez-moi. If my French sucks, then this is the reason why. I don't know any French. You see, I was looking into that cursor that struck this area. Consumed all of its path, even the light of the sun. It is the curse of Orochi, the legendary eight-headed serpent. Orochi? An ominous wind blows. Waka used ominous wind. Do not utter that name without reason. Don't tell me what I can't and cannot say. That, of course, could weaken my... Wait, did I say can't and cannot say? Can and cannot say. Orochi was slain 100 years ago by Nagi and Shiranui, and its evil spirit was sealed away in the moon cave, which I guarded. You know, the cave in the middle of the lake over on Shinshu Field. But someone has gone and freed Orochi by removing Tsukuyomi. The beast evil has caused a cursed zone to cover these lands. I never thought that the sacred sword would be so easily removed. I think it's like Excalibur. Whoever did it waited till I was back in the capital. It seems things are afoot that even I did not prophesize. No shit! We're way ahead of you, pretty boy. Yeah, dude, we figured that out in the very beginning, you know, the really long cutscene. But then again, probably a lot of you were probably like TLDR, so if you skip that entire cutscene, there's kind of your little summary on it. Because I'm pretty sure not a lot of people watched the first video, because nothing really happened in the first video except for the longest cutscene ever. But a lot of times passed since Orochi's return. You better pick up the pace, machete. What? I really do not have a good grasp of French, because every time I try to speak French, all my friends who speak French really harshly criticize me on it. They're like, it's Leviosa, not Leviosa. It's like, well, sorry, you have like 4 letters together that don't sound like anything. You have weakened greatly during our 100-year slumber. By the way, if any French speakers are insulted by this, I'm sorry. Then again, I speak Icelandic. Do you know how confusing that language is? Yes, tell us about that shadowy figure you saw. How do we know it wasn't you? Relax, my little bouncing friend. Oh, I almost forgot. I have a little prophecy for you. I can see into the future, you know. Very soon. I foresee a long and big thrills. That is not suggestive at all, coming from one of the most fruitiest characters in this game. And why is he doing the Shaka sign? You know what I'm talking about, when the time comes. Or maybe he's holding yellow sideways on it. Anyways, I must be off. The work of a prophet is never done. Au revoir, baby. And he flew away with his hair. What a freak. Perfect hair forever. Okay, who the heck does he think he is? Hey, wake up, Ami. Sorry, that was boring. You fell asleep. We got work to do. Please tell me I did good. 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 I'll take it. Woo! Lot of money. Okay, so now that we have taken care of this Waka, we can now actually explore Agata Forest. Probably not for long though, because I'm probably gonna end off this video. We're probably gonna have to do this in 2 videos, which sucks because I wanted to do the start the first dungeon on the 10th video, but oh well. Whoa, there we go. And right here, we get a Steel Soul Sake. This is basically a defense up, which is really nice. And over here on this island, where we have to use Bloom on this little thing, there is going to be a Steel... Wait, that was a Steel Soul Sake. This is a Steel Fist Sake. I think I actually called that one a Steel Fist. This is a Steel Fist. And if Steel Soul increases defense, this increases attack. So it's an attack up, basically. A lot of RPG elements into this game, which is really nice. Kind of like Zelda. So, yeah, I used to call Zelda an RPG, but it's actually not a true RPG. It does have a lot of RPG elements into it, but no, it's not. It's an action adventure game. So anyways, next thing we're going to do is over here, there's this guy and this chest, which is more important than him, which contains battle tips, which we already know how to do for the longest time. We're going to take this guy. His name is Kiba. Oh, how funny. I don't think I've seen a white wolf before. I love how we're sitting sideways like it's a profile. What's your name? What? Come on, tell me your name. Show me your moves. You must be a wolf, but manners are manners. The name's Isun, and this robot here is a Matarasu. That's a bit of a mouthful. Let's just go with Chalky one. Do you know what? That's really disrespectful. I mean, seriously, it's Amaterasu. She is origin of all and origin of good and mother to all. The great Fang Trader Kiba. Now then, Chalky, you know about the monsters left over. I don't know. I don't like Chalky. Snowball is cute, but not Chalky. Ugh. You know this? I have to say it right. Okay, actually, I'll say it afterwards. So anyways, Kiba's going to be telling us that he is a collector of demon fangs, and he wants demon fangs, and he'll trade us some stuff. We definitely want to do this. There are 2 items we want to get. First item You can get all these items, but the Golden Peach, Traveler's Charm, and Godly Charm aren't really worth it. We'll get those later for free. So, the Wood Mat, it makes a cash offering if you want to heal and sleep. We don't want that. We do want this T-Spell, however. It basically makes it so the Demon Scrolls won't attack us first. And we also want the Golden Lucky Cat. Basically, if you... it will draw items and money towards you, which is really nice. Definitely 2 items that you want to have on. This will be a lot easier to be collecting praise and money. So you definitely want to have those 2 items. And also the Peace Spell is nice, so that way you don't get first attack. You can attack the Demon Scrolls yourself. What else was I going to say? Oh, yes. So, yeah. One thing always about Okami that always made me kind of sad is because Okami always reminds me of my first dog, Sammy, which was a white German Shepherd. And I've had her almost all my life. She died when I was 13 of a kidney failure. So, you know, I was like Okami. It always reminds me of Sammy. Anyways, while I was talking about my dead dog, we are entering this house right here. This is Madame Fawn's house. She's basically the hitman of this game. I have never used her once. But if you want to use her, I guess it's okay. But she's pretty expensive. But that's not the real reason why I came in here. I just want to come in here to first off to show you. But also, there's an item that we want to get right next to her. That will be good for people who are doing this 100%. And also, if you're not doing the 100%, this is a really easy one to get right here. 500 yen, please! So anyways, right next to her is a stray bead. And that makes 8. Awesome! So let's get out of here, because I really do need hints to this game. This is a Let's Play after all. Well, anyways, guys, with getting that 8th stray bead and fighting Waka, I think I'm going to end it off here. So, next time on Okami, we will further explore Agata Forest, and hopefully very soon we should be able to start the first real dungeon of this game. Hana Valley was not a dungeon. This next one, though, will be. See you guys next time. Considering we're not going to really see much of her again throughout this game, I think it'd be a good time to talk about Sakuya. Sakuya's name comes from Saku, just like Sakigami, which means bloom. She comes from the Blossom Princess in Japanese mythology known as Konohana Sakuya Hime. She is often a figure for Japanese life as well as the Sakuya tree, or the cherry blossom tree. She is the wife of Ninigi, who gave up his proposal of marriage to Iwanaga, the rock princess, for Konohana. Because of this, Iwanaga cursed human lives to be short and fleeting, just like the cherry blossoms of the Konohana.